I'm here with Pete Хайнс. Pete, great to see you.
Good to see you as well, sir.
We are out here in West Virginia at the famous Greenbrier. Is this a resort? I mean, this is a destination, isn't it?
It's a resort. It's America's resort.
And it's going to be even a bigger landmark because it is in Fallout 76. Tell me about that.
It's about to get super popular. It plays a key role in our game, the game obviously being set all throughout the state of West Virginia. For those who don't know, the Greenbrier played a special role in American history, as this was the location of a very secret bunker, and it plays a key role in the game because it's a big part of the main quest and the whole idea around collecting nuclear launch codes and then bringing them to the Greenbrier, to the bunker, to launch them off and target the map wherever you want. So you'll get to see hopefully some of the Greenbrier when you play. We've had folks here playing it who immediately make a beeline for the Greenbrier, and
right.
It's amazingly authentic in the game versus what you see when you're walking around.
I mean, it's a beautiful resort. But let's talk about a little bit about the game. I mean, this is a very different type of Fallout in terms of the multiplayer element. Can you explain that?
Well, so it is a very different kind of game for Fallout. It's a very different kind of game from what the studio is known for, which has traditionally been big, epic single-player things. It's still a role-playing game. It's still a Fallout game, but it's now a game where rather than sharing your experiences with friends over the water cooler, you're now able to do those things in the game. So you can play by yourself if you want. You can team up with friends. You can team up with random folks that you come across and do quests, explore the world. The game is 4 times the size of Fallout 4, so it is an absolutely massive world to explore. A lot of diversity in terms of where you travel around the state. You're going to see, the cranberry bogs and the bombed out areas and the amusement parks and the commercial areas and industrial. So it'll feel very different as you explore around, but all of those things are going to be done with real people. There's no NPCs. So every time you see a human character, that's another player, and you can decide how you choose to interact with them. Are you going to trade with them? Are you going to group up to do some quests? Are you going to engage in PvP? We leave all of that up to the player. And if you don't want to do that kind of stuff, if you're worried about dealing with people, getting away from them is easy. It's kind of difficult for somebody to kill you if you don't want to fight them back,
sure,
because they do so little damage. And you can even just fast travel away from them. We don't do the you can't fast travel while enemies are near. So
right.
We really are giving players the ability to find the experience they want, to play with others or not, to fight against others or not. But ultimately, it's still at its core, it's a Fallout game. It's about being the kind of character you want to be, picking the perks that are interesting to you as you level your character up, finding cool weapons, building a camp, taking over control of workshops, doing lots of things that are still going to feel very familiar to a Fallout player.
Pete, you talked about playing the game, and I've certainly had a chance to have hands-on time as well. What have you seen the way that the traditional Fallout players have come in and maybe been surprised by this new experience?
The thing that I think folks are most surprised about is the idea that you can be grouped up with other folks and still be playing solo.
Sure.
Which sounds very weird. Like, well, wait a minute, I'm in a group, so aren't we doing stuff together? But
right.
The game doesn't care. The game will allow all of you can have a group of up to 4 people. You can all go off and do your own things if you want. And one of the cool things is that fast travel back to your other group members is free. So if you discover locations in the world, depending on how far away it is, you'll have to pay some amount of caps.
Sure.
The only exceptions are if you travel back to where your camp is, or if you travel to another group member. And so what it allows you to do is have this freedom to say, my friends are going off, or these people I'm grouped up with are going off to do this quest, but I saw something interesting over here, or I want to run back to my camp and maybe repair some stuff, that you have that freedom to go do what you want and then rejoin your teammates at any time, and there's no real penalties. But again, it's that idea of all of the kinds of things you've traditionally done in a Bethesda Game Studios game that you've always wondered, what would it be like if I had Larry here playing with me, or I could get my kids to join me and we could do some of this stuff together. All of those things are now possible, and the amount of content and the size of the world is such that it's just this massive open sandbox to play in, and with very few people in it, right? There's only 24 people per server, so you're not seeing other people, I think, as much as folks expect, because the map is so big and there are so few people per map.
Pete, thanks for your time. Thanks for having us out here at the Greenbrier. Remind us of the dates again.
So October 23rd, Xbox exclusive beta starts for everybody, and November 14th, the full game will launch, and we will see everybody in Appalachia.
We'll see you online in the Wasteland. Thank you again.
Thank you.